Now for some COVID-19 updates. We begin to see a semblance of normality for Australians and New Zealanders with the easing of cross-country travel regulations between these two nations. Our correspondent from Townsville, Lorrie Kate Salomon, will share more on this. Lorrie?
The anticipated travel bubble between Australia and New Zealand has commenced this week, with quarantine-free travel and being the first flight overseas opening for more than a year.
On 18th of April 2021, Australia and New Zealand opened air borders as all travelers can now fly between these countries quarantine-free. According to the Australian government, travelers who have spent all 14 days in either safe travel zone or have traveled between the two countries and returning within the 14-day period can travel without having to isolate. Passengers from Australia and New Zealand must meet the health, immigration, and other standard border clearance requirements in each country before their flight. All travelers must have current results from a COVID test, no COVID symptoms, amongst other criteria. Furthermore, arrangements should be made in place of arrival in final destinations, as quarantine requirements apply in certain circumstances. Thousands of passengers were booked to fly between the two countries. Airlines of Qantas, Jetstar, and Air New Zealand will provide routes to occupy passengers traveling from Sydney to Auckland and vice versa. As both countries have contained COVID outbreaks and maintain infection rates low, it is expected to deliver a boost to the economy and tourism industries for both Australia and New Zealand.
Emotional reunions filled each airport, with many looking forward to traveling and exploring each country. Amongst all the excitements, people are still reminded to follow and adhere to COVID-19 rules. Reporting from Townsville, Australia, this is Lorrie Kate Salomon, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Lorrie. We congratulate Australia and New Zealand for this headway to economic recovery.